Enmei, no!
Kishi grabbed his friend's shoulder, but it was too late. Enmei was marching up to his class rep looking extremely furious, all because he saw him fix his hair with a brush in a mirror a moment ago.
You are trying to steal my position!
He raged, reaching his target. His class rep, Masashi, lowered his mirror and glanced over at his classmate.
What are you talking about? I'm just fixing my hair.
He raised the mirror again, tugging a loose strand back in place. Enmei stomped his foot.
That's exactly what I mean. All this time, you've been doing everything I do. I am God, but you're trying to usurp my throne.
I don't recall doing anything of the sort.
Masashi responded coolly, still combing his hair.
Yes, you did. When I wanted to be class rep, you got the position. I should be the one telling everyone what to do, but instead, you are exerting more power over them. And now, you're even stealing my habits, hoping to get attention away from me. I won't stand for this.
I only brought the brush and mirror this morning because I didn't have time to get ready back at home. I was up training pretty late last night and may have slept in an extra half hour.
Doesn't change the fact that you're holding them now.
Kishi now rushed forward hastily and grabbed Enmei by the upper arm.
I'm so sorry. He doesn't mean it, I swear. He just kind of...
But Enmei struggled in his friend's grip and broke free of Kishi's grasp.
Get off me, Kishi! He needs to learn a lesson!
You don't want to go around provoking any of our classmates.
I know what I'm doing!
Enmei snapped back. He turned back to Masashi, who had been watching the exchange with seeming indifference.
What a child.
The class rep thought to himself.
Just like my little brother when he's throwing a tantrum. He'll grow out of it someday.
Like I was saying,
Enmei continued as if there had been no interruption.
I won't stand for you stealing my position anymore. I challenge you to a sword fight, and whoever wins gets to be class rep.
I don't think that's how that works.
Kishi groaned in the background, but neither of them were paying any attention to her.
You want to fight me for the position of class rep?
Masashi asked. Enmei nodded.
Yes. This afternoon, meet me at the UA training grounds. We will spar, and whoever comes out on top will lead this class until graduation.
Masashi finally put away his mirror and hairbrush.
Alright, but don't be too overconfident. I happen to be an excellent swordsman.
That's exactly why I chose it. Your sword work is stupid compared to mine. After all, I am a god. I can do anything better than anyone else.
Let's put it to the test this afternoon then. Does 4 o'clock work for you?
I was just about to suggest that. You should stop trying to call the shots, Mr. Not Better Than Everyone Else. But since I was thinking of the exact same time, I'll let it slide this time.
It's a deal then. You should probably head back to your desk. Class is starting soon.
Stop telling me what to do!
Enmei shouted, but he returned to his desk anyway. Kishi now came forward looking worried.
I'm really sorry about him. Please, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Please, don't fight Enmei. I know he was rude, but he's a good person deep down. He's just a little reckless and wants to jump into things all the time. But he doesn't know his own strength. I know he won't be able to hold his own against someone trained in sword fighting. If you two fight this afternoon, he's just going to get hurt.
Oh, I got this handled. Don't worry about that.
Kishi looked like he wanted to argue, but then he sighed.
Okay, just go easy on him.
He turned away and headed back to his seat at the back of the classroom, still feeling rather worried. He really hoped that things would go well this afternoon. Perhaps he should stay back after school as well, just in case.
Alright, Enmei. Are you ready?
Enmei huffed and raised the sword he had been given. Masashi had gotten permission for the two of them to train in one of the school's outdoor training grounds, and they now stood about a meter apart facing each other.
I'm always ready. You're the one who needs to prepare.
Oh, I'm ready as well. But before we begin, let's set some ground rules.
The rules are, I'm going to defeat you and prove I'm God.
Enmei declared, taking a few practice swings. Masashi stepped back hastily to avoid getting hit by the weapon that was being maneuvered so haphazardly. Enmei could not resist a smile at that reaction. This was starting out well for him.
You don't want to swing your sword like that. It would cause an unfair result in the upcoming battle if one of us gets injured before it begins.
I'm just warming up. If you get injured from something like that, it just proves that you're that much weaker than me.
Right. So anyway, about the ground rules. I was thinking we keep it within the confines of this training area. Whoever pins the other to the ground first is the winner, and there's no serious maiming or killing allowed. A few minor cuts and scrapes are acceptable. Does that sound fair?
You would be afraid of serious maiming and injury. With my godlike powers, I can heal myself in an instant.
He gestured smugly to the halo that was floating above his head.
One touch of this and any injury will be healed.
You have an amazing quirk, but if I were to get injured, I would not be able to heal myself as you can.
That's right, which already proves you're inferior to me. Bow down.
Either way, in the name of fairness, I would still suggest not to seriously injure each other. Besides, healing abilities or not, I'm sure you want to minimize the damage done to your flawless skin.
Enmei grumbled under his breath. Masashi was right. He did hate how cuts and scrapes looked on his skin. Not to mention, despite having healing abilities, he was not immune to feeling pain or annoyance when he got minor injuries, let alone more serious ones.
Fine, but if you're going to set some ground rules, I have something to say as well. Don't think I'm going to let you tell me how to do this.
Go ahead.
Once we start, we keep fighting until someone loses. Gods don't need breaks or rest. And if you suggest anything of the sort, or fall down in exhaustion, that's an immediate surrender. It will be a clear sign of weakness, and I will claim my title.
Such a child.
Masashi thought again, but externally he gave a nod.
Fine by me. Shall we get started?
Bring it on!
The first attack came immediately. Enmei leapt forward with his sword and rushed at Masashi, aiming for his chest. The latter blocked the blow with his own sword, as easily as though he was simply catching a beach ball being thrown at him.
Nice try, but you gotta do better than that.
He remarked, striking a blow of his own. Enmei stumbled backwards by the force of the impact and almost lost hold of his sword.
You...
He growled, rushing forward again. He raised his sword for a second attack, but Masashi poked him on his exposed side. With a gasp of surprise, the former lowered his sword arm to where he had been poked, slackening his grip on the weapon. Masashi took this opportunity to use the flat side of the blade to knock the sword out of Enmei's hand, without even needing to use any of the disarming techniques he had been taught. Enmei immediately dived for his sword, temporarily leaving his back exposed. If this had been an actual fight, Masashi would have taken advantage of his opponent's weakness to land a good blow. But instead, he simply looked on and waited for him to get back on his feet again.
cheap trick. Too bad it won't happen again.
He rushed at Masashi a second time, this time aiming for his sword arm. He was going to disarm him in return, and he would do it without waiting for his opponent to be in pain. Masashi swung his arm away lazily and landed the flat side of his blade on Enmei's shoulder.
You're getting sloppy. Is that the best you can do?
Sloppy? Me?
Enmei stepped backward to avoid another blow with the flat side of his opponent's blade.
I wasn't the one who disarmed his opponent when he was injured. And speaking of injury...
He touched the halo above his head, instantly healing the bruises he had just obtained.
I'm not afraid of what you can do with that sword, because like you said, I can heal in an instant. If anything, I'm surprised you're not using your quirk.
I don't have the need to use my quirk during a sword fight.
Masashi replied, readying his stance for another attack.
Foolishness. Aren't you able to command people or something? Or are you just not as powerful as me? You seem to be relying on only swordplay right now, mister. I am better than God. Why don't you use your quirk on me? Too scared?
He lunged forward a third time, this time landing a blow on Masashi's upper arm.
Ha! I got you now!
Masashi parried the blow almost at once, ignoring the sting of pain on his skin. He was used to this. Injuries were common during sword fights. What he was not used to, however, was his quirk being called into question midway through a battle. Normally when he was training or fighting with other opponents, they would be too focused on the battle at hand to question why he was not using a quirk. But something about watching Enmei heal himself right in front of him had triggered a sudden sense of disadvantage. Sure, he was a lot better at sword fighting, but could he truly prove something to this child if the latter clearly had an advantage over him? No, this was not the time for ridiculous insecurities. Masashi now stepped sideways to avoid his opponent, who was charging forward yet again. He swung his own sword with more conviction than before.
You may have gotten in a lucky hit, but I'm not giving up yet.
Do your worst. You're not even giving it your all.
Not giving it my all, just because I'm not using my quirk.
He managed to lay a cut to Enmei's upper arm, and was even able to strike him on the stomach with the flat side of the blade. The latter doubled over, and Masashi slowed to give him time to recover, but before he knew it, the boy was back on his feet, having touched his halo yet again.
Pathetic. Is that the best you can do? You can't lay a scratch on God. Even if you do copy me and start using your quirk, I bet it isn't even powerful enough to control me. Otherwise, you would have commanded me to stay still or something by now. I clearly win.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Masashi growled as they began sparring again.
My quirk will work here just fine. It's just that unlike you, I'm respecting the terms of this being a sword battle, not a quirk one.
Masashi was lying and he knew it, but he wasn't going to let it show.
Oh yeah? I don't remember that being in the ground rules. As far as I'm concerned, you not using your quirk at all proves a clear sign of weakness. You might as well not have one at all, with the way you're acting, which further proves that I am better than you.
He lunged forward for a fifth charge, but this time Masashi caught his sword with his own and locked their blades together. Twisting his wrist, he caused Enmei's blade to fly out of his hand, and before his opponent could react, he pushed him backward and wrestled him onto the ground.
There is more to a battle and even to life than using one's quirk,
He said, pinning Enmei down by the shoulder.
If you think having a quirk is all it takes to be better, to be a good hero, to win, then you are mistaken.
Masashi pointed the tip of his sword to Enmei's throat.
Flaunting your abilities like it makes you a god, not knowing when to stop provoking other people. You have a lot to learn, Enmei Saito.
Enmei's eyes were wide. With the position he was currently in, he was unable to free himself or use his quirk, not that the latter would help him. He looked up at Masashi, who was glaring at him with none of the patience from before. Had he touched a nerve? What was it exactly?
You. Let me go! Unhand me right now!
You're just an arrogant child, Enmei. For what I can tell, you have always had everything handed to you on a silver platter. Every want granted, every need provided. You have never known what it was like to work hard, or to prove yourself to people who think you are incapable. You got a lot of growing up to do.
Shut up! I am not a child!
And yet, you very much act like one.
You think I don't know what it's like to try and gain respect? Ever since I came to the school, everyone's been treating me like lowly scum. I've been trying everything I can to show them that I am a god and that I should be respected. But I've just been ignored and looked at like I am dirt on the ground. And you are the worst one of all. Out of everyone in this class, you've taken everything from me!
Then maybe it's time to try earning it all back. Work hard, Enmei, no more reckless challenges. Work hard, train your fighting abilities, put effort into becoming the kind of hero you want to be. That way, you might earn the respect of everyone else and maybe find your place.
Masashi removed his sword and stepped away.
The battle is over. I don't think it needs to be said who is the victor. You should probably see to any of your injuries and head back home for the day. It's getting late.
Enmei grunted as he got up, touching his halo in the process.
I won't forget this.
He hissed as he turned to walk away.
I hope you don't.
Masashi replied, moving over to pick up the fallen sword.
I'll see you in class tomorrow.
Kishi caught Enmei as he was exiting the school gates.
I was really worried about you, so I waited.
He explained while looking his friend up and down.
What happened? You look so shaken up.
Nothing. I won, obviously. But because of my godly mercy, I allowed Masashi to continue being class rep.
Oh, really? That's nice. Enmei, you look really messed up. I don't see any injuries, but you look like something has really upset you.
I told you it's nothing, okay?
Enmei snapped, stomping his foot again.
Let's just go home.
Kishi nodded, understanding that his classmate didn't want to talk about it at the moment.
Alright, but if you ever want to talk or anything, I'm here to listen.
Whatever. Don't know why you care.
With those words, they left the school grounds and made their way home under the evening sunset.